Hello and welcome to the Tigrepup channel. In this video, I'll be doing a review and demo of PIMBY's Jamrock Universal eyeshadow palette. If this topic interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, so right here I'm just giving you a brief look of what the website is looking like from Makeup by Yolanda, PIMBY, P-I-M-B-Y, okay? Just taking a brief look and we can see what's going on here. We have a whole lot of different things to choose from as far as like makeup is concerned and skincare and what have you. So just taking a look right here. I'll try to leave a link in the description section down below. Looking at this website, I do want to mention I wanted to purchase the Vigorously palette. However, I decided to go ahead and get the Jamrock Universal. So that's what this video is going to be about. And here's take a look at it right here. As you can see, it's like $45. It has shimmer and mattes. And it has pretty good reviews. As you can see here, a lot of people really love and enjoy this palette. And just to note that this palette or her makeup is supposed to be very highly pigmented, which encouraged me to make a purchase with this particular company. Okay, so when I purchased this palette, I got the Jamrock Universal eyeshadow palette for $18 and a foundation eyeshadow base for $6.99 for a total of $34.98. Okay, as we can see here, at the time of my purchase, I got a 70% off discount. And here are the details of that discount. I purchased on April the 20th, a confirmation, and it was delivered on the 30th. So it was a total of about 10 days from the time of confirmation until it was actually delivered to my home. Okay, so right here, I'm just giving you an outdoor view in natural sunlight of the shades. I did half the palette with one arm and the other half on the other arm, so just give you a look of what colors you can get inside this palette. As we can see here, they're all very vibrant and beautiful shades, and I can't wait to get started creating a look. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you the colors I'm going to use: 1, 2, 3, and 4. I decided to go in a circle because it was easier. The 2 green and the blue is right here at the very top. This is the first look I created, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I ended up having to redo it. But I learned some things in the process while doing this particular look, so just stay with me. Okay, so I'm going in with the base that she supplied me with, or that I purchased, because actually she gave me 2. And I felt it kind of thick and pasty, and I didn't too much care for it because it reminded me of the NYX white base or whatever it's called. As you can see, I packed my eyeshadow color on there, and I'm just trying to blend it in with that blue in the front and green in the very back in my crease, as you can see here. And I'm going in with an eyeliner, and I'm using the black that's actually in the palette in order to make my eyeliner work. As you can see, everything looks pretty good so far. Okay, so now I'm going in with my glitter base from NYX, and I'm applying it to the inner portion of my eye because I'm going to use that yellow color right here. And apparently that lifts off the eyeshadow. So as you can see, I'm going in with my gold, and I'm going to try to pack on the colors so that I can get an even blend from the gold into the orange. That's what you see me doing here. And I'm noticing that the orange is starting to flake off. And I wasn't too happy with all of that because honestly, I started this look and I'm thinking I'm going to get, you know, a seamless blend like I had originally. And it's not turning out quite that very well, as you can see here. So I don't know if you can see that in my eyes, like a space that's missing. But I've already started this look, so I'm just going to complete this look. That's what you see me doing here. I'm trying to go in between the orange and the gold, and doing the same thing on the other side. So maybe it's me, a mistake that I've made or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking, and yeah, I'm just trying to work that those two colors in together so that I can get them to blend together and look, you know, seamless. But like I said, everything started falling to pieces. The colors are, it's particularly the orange, is coming off my eye. But yeah, so I realized in this portion of the video, I guess, that maybe I shouldn't use the glitter primer, okay? And I corrected my mistake on the second time around because I worked with this for quite a while, and honestly, it was very frustrating because I'm still steadily trying to pack on the color that it's missing, that have flaked off, which I never knew a matte could flake off, but apparently it can. So I worked with this for quite a while, and eventually I'm going to get to the end of this particular look, but yeah, I'm going to give you a close-up so you can take a look, so stay tuned. Okay, here's a close-up. As you can see, it's flaked off where the orange and the yellow meet, and that's very frustrating. And this is what it looked like before I put the orange and the glitter base on there. And yeah, me trying to figure out what am I going to do, and maybe this look can be salvaged. But honestly, to be honest with you, once I finished the look, I was not very happy with it. It kind of looked awful. And so I use that as an excuse to create another look. But yeah, this is me going in with the eyeshadow base from NYX. And then I'm going a little bit further with the orange to cover the places that were flaked off. And it's not turning out quite like I had hoped. So I'm going to give you another close-up, so stay tuned. So that's what we're looking like right now. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so if you find my videos beneficial or helpful and you would like to contribute to the channel, please contribute to my Cash App. The link will be listed in the description section down below. Thank you. Okay, so here's the result of the first look that I did. As you can see, it's very patchy on the eyelid where the orange is, and I wasn't very happy with that. And plus, the overall look, it just looked terrible to me with my eyebrows and the Cleon forehead looking thing going on. So I'm going to do a second look. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we're on to the second look. This time I'm going to use my neutral eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place. The coffee shop palette, and I'm going to start working those colors into my crease as opposed to using the PIMBY Jamrock Universal eyeshadow palette in my crease for a more wearable look, because honestly I really did not like the previous look that you just saw. But I'm going to use the same 4 colors that I use for the Jamrock Universal eyeshadow palette. So right now I'm just working in the crease, and I'm just getting my base down and everything, and I'm putting down my my cut crease, and I'm going back in there, as you can see, with the orange on the outer portion, I'm sorry, and the center portion of my eye, and patting that color on to get as much pigmentation as I could possibly get. Right here I'm going in with that gold and getting the inner portion of my eye, and on the outer portion I'm going to use the black. All of these colors, well, these 3 colors here are the colors in the Jamrock eyeshadow Universal eyeshadow palette. So right here I'm just making sure I got an even blend. As you can see, this time I did not use the NYX glitter primer, okay? And I'm trying to make sure there's no white spots where the concealer was. I flipped the brush on either side in order to get I got the gold on one side and the orange on the other, okay? So that's what you see me trying to make a blend. Honestly, it was very difficult to get these 2 colors to blend into each other. And like I said before, I'm a packer, builder, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to get as much pigmentation as I possibly can, the best way I know I could. And I don't believe that works very well with this palette, because if you start packing on the color like I do, eventually the color flakes off, okay? Okay, so up next I'm going to go in with the black in order to make my eyes appear more cat eye and stuff like that, and work that into my crease and what have you. So just giving you a look of everything of what I'm doing, as you can see here. And as you can see, I'm packing on more orange, and I'm trying to blend the gold into, the gold into the orange into the black. Okay, and I'm doing the very best that I can, but I'm not getting a seamless blend in my opinion. So that's what you see me working on. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm still working on the color, but I believe where the black meets the orange, I need like a middle color. So I'm going in with my Juvia's Place coffee shop palette and blending the orange into the dark brown into the black to try to get more of a seamless blend, you know. So it was very difficult trying to get it to seamlessly blend together, in my opinion. I'm going to give you a close-up. Stay tuned. As you can see, it's not quite as blended as I would have liked, and I'm going to use these colors at the very bottom. But first I'm going to go in with the concealer, and I'm putting that underneath my my lower lash line, as you can see here, and I'm going to pack on those two colors. First starting off with the blue on the inner portion of my eye, and then the green on the outer portion. Honestly, I was very disappointed with the blue, because it wasn't as pigmented as I would have liked. Right now I'm just packing on the color, and eventually I'm getting to the point where I can swipe it, but right now just making sure that I get that concealer thoroughly covered with the pigment. Okay, but yeah, that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so right here, like I said, I'm using that bluish color in the front. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm getting very much punch as I would have liked, because this is supposed to be a very pigmented palette. Right here, I'm just trying to add a little bit more oomph into that that gold to make it a little bit more prominent and more shiny, you know. So yeah, that's what you see we're looking like so far. And I'm going in with, as you can see, this silvery color. And that's going to be my brow bone and highlight. Honestly, I'm going through all of these colors to make sure to see one that I think would be more complementary. However, this goldish one, I think I like that one better. And I'm just going to use that for my brow bone highlight and the highlight of my cheekbones. But stay tuned. Hey. Did you know I sell wigs? I sell 5x5 closure wigs of varying cap sizes, cuts, colors, styles, okay? And I'm going to be getting into lace frontal, but right now I'm just doing the closure wigs because it's easier to maintain and whatnot, and it's beginner friendly. So if you were in the market to purchase a closure wig, then please check out my webpage, as you can see, at www.Tigrepupbeauty.com. Tpup is short for Tigrepupbeauty, to make it a little bit easier instead of a long text. So check it out. Thanks for watching.
Tigre got the wigs, you gotta come through. Tigre's what you need to be a brand new you. Tigre wigs. Tigrepupbeauty.
Okay, so right here I'm just using that shimmer and doing my my cheeks. Okay, and as you can see, everything's appeared to be going very well until all of a sudden my eyes started watering. And my lips started peeling and the color started coming off my eye. I had to reapply foundation and concealer. It was just an absolute mess. Okay, so stay tuned for the final look and my opinion coming up next. Hello and welcome to the Tigrepup channel. In this video, I just did a review of the Plain In Makeup by Yolando PIMBY Jamrock Universal eyeshadow palette, and it looks like this. Actually, I did a previous look, and however, I didn't like the way it turned out. So I did a review, which is the video that you're seeing with this particular look. And honestly, all of these colors, I think, in my opinion, I feel like you're going to have to add another palette. In this particular case, I went into my Juvia's Place, the coffee shop eyeshadow palette, in order to create this look because I needed more of a natural crease. Because all of these colors, they're pretty one tone. Let's say this, a majority of them are medium or dark, and it's not very many light colors. So I found it difficult because I don't think any of these shades most of these shades don't go together. So it was difficult to try to create a look, in my opinion. It feels like it's kind of like somebody took a mixed bag of colors and blended them all together and just kind of threw them in a palette, and it doesn't have any cohesion as far as like what color would marry best with such and such a color and whatnot. So that was some of the problem that I was having with the first look. However, if you remember, I did the first look and I pretty much concentrated on these 4 colors here. I just did a circle because honestly I didn't know where else to go to. So this is like a gold color. It's called Glow. This color is called Tropics. And this color is called Yardy. And this color is called Yasso. Yes, this palette does come with a mirror. Like I said before, I really don't too much care for mirrors. But here are the colors that I actually used. Some reason my eyes have started watering, and honestly I lost all of my my under eye colors because I was actually mixing Tropics and Yardy together to get as many colors as I could on my eye. And on the top of my lid I used Glow and Yasso, as you can see here, and I actually use Blackish. Yeah, for whatever reason my eyes, honestly I don't think today is actually, I'm not having a very good day. I know you're looking at this here like what's missing. Honestly, I yanked out one of my tracks because I was kind of frustrated with the way everything was going, and so yeah, that's what happened. But anyway, on my initial look, I used the eyeshadow foundation base. It honestly reminds me of NYX white base, whatever it's called. It's very thick and it's very pasty and very creamy. Honestly, I didn't too much care for it, and I felt like it made my eyeshadow flake, which I didn't too much care for. So I decided to go ahead and use my usual concealer base that I normally use, and it worked out pretty good. As we can see here, it held up a lot better, in my opinion, as far as like keeping that orange, because that orange is pretty much like a caution cone that you see on the highway. Anyway, that's what I ended up using for this particular look. So I even used this little black here that's called Blackish, and on the outer portion of my eye. And like I said before, I went into my Juvia's Place palette. I want to say I used this color, this color, this color, maybe even this color and this color, and I even used this color. I didn't use any of the shimmers or anything, and honestly I'm pretty happy with the way my eyeshadow look came out. The only problem is, like I said, I didn't like how my eyeshadow, my eyes started watering, especially after the point where I used concealer underneath my under eye in order to get those colors to pop. That blue color called Tropics, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't as pigmented as I would have liked, but it is like a very pastel-y blue. Well, I wouldn't say pastel, but I don't know. I found it difficult to try to make it pop on my complexion. But anyway, this is what I came up with, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, today I'm not really having a great day. However, I did do this eyeshadow look, and I wanted to give you a review before I took all of this stuff off, because we're supposed to go wash clothes today, and it's going to be pretty busy. And as you can see here, everything underneath my eye has just kind of like just vanished since my eyes started watering and whatnot. I tried to go back in with a black and hit the bottom with Yardie here. Honestly, I was just trying to salvage this video because I felt like I went through all of this trouble to get everything together, and nothing was coming out right. But yeah, so in my opinion, I want to give this palette, if there's 5 stars, maybe a 3.5, 4, something like that. Yeah, my camera cut off on me, but my cell phone, that's what I'm using, my cell phone, cut out on me. Anyway, so I would give it a 3.5, honestly 3.5, because I'm not exactly thrilled with it. I believe that my eyes is watering because maybe it was too much pigmentation. I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I've packed many a colors on my lids, and I've never had, well, hello, editing Tigrepup, okay? I've never had any issue with any other eyeshadow before where I just pack a color on. Usually that's how I operate. So it was different. Definitely a learning curve in order to use this particular palette. Not sure why that is. Maybe it's because it's pigmented. Maybe it has different ingredients. I don't know. But yeah, I've never had an issue like that before until now. But I'm learning how to use this palette now that I've purchased it. So to be honest with you, I said 3.5 out of 5. So I'm okay with it because, like I said, again, a lot of these colors seem like they don't go together, and it feels like somebody took a mixed bag of colors and kind of just threw them in a palette and tossed them any kind of way, and you have to try to figure out what colors would go with this one that wouldn't look muddy and stuff like that, which makes it a little bit more difficult for the average consumer, which is what I believe I am, the average consumer. And that blue, I thought maybe because these are highly pigmented colors that it might show up on my skin. I'm not too happy with how it turned out, honestly, in both cases. My previous look, I used that eyeshadow base, and honestly, she gave me 2. I'm only gonna keep the one I have and give the other one to someone else because maybe somebody else could make use out of it. And again, to these colors, in order to make them work, I felt like I had to go in with my neutral palette to kind of frame the outside and then put the colors on the top, if that makes any sense, because it just was like crazy. And if you remember my previous look, it looked insane and I looked like a Cleon. So this is a little bit more reasonable, in my opinion. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And now that you've heard my thoughts on the palette, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.